Hey, welcome back to my show, Nights and Weekends with me, Marcus. One man band over on this side of the internet, as always. I swear, one day at the end of the credits, I'm gonna have it to where it shows who does everything. Who actually does do everything? And that's right, it's me. And also, who do I do it for? Enough of that. All right. So we're hopping on in this week. We're talking about an incident that happened a little bit earlier last week, or at least the news got out and it kind of dribbled out because the left-wing mainstream media will refuse to cover it. Okay. So it was a thing of two teenage girls who were on a basketball team up in either Vermont or Connecticut who ended up getting hurt because they were playing against a team who had a transgender female on it who was 17, had a beard, and hurt two of the players. Okay? Now, before anybody gets their underwear in a bunch, I know women get hurt playing against other women. That I don't doubt. But let me get this straight. Why on earth, and apparently, allegedly, one of the girls was 13. Why is she playing against 17-year-old bearded men? I have kids that are around that age. Are you kidding me? It would be a problem. So let's go ahead and hop right on in, okay? Bam. So, sorry for the clicking noises for those with autism or whatever. So, let us hop on into this. This has been going on for a while, okay? So, it first came onto my radar when these two people, you can see right there, this person and this person, were running in Connecticut and they were smoking all these teenage girls and were winning like 1-2 in most, if not all of their races. And I found it a little bit funny how the media covered it. So let me put in a clip from good old Good Morning America with Michael Strahan, who knows better, by the way. But, whatever. Let's go on ahead and click on that, okay?
Now to a GMA exclusive, two transgender high school runners, well, they're kicking up dust in Connecticut, taking the top spots at the state girls championship, leaving parents wondering if they have an unfair advantage. Lindsay Davis is here, and you sat down with the track stars to talk all about this.
If you look at how the way that the media covers it's always softball. It's straight up softball. So let us look here. Okay. Let us scroll to the top. Look at this. This is from Boston.com. You see these two people here? This is after they got out of high school, by the way, so they are free game. But if you were to read this article, okay, it's nothing but affirming. The whole way up and down, it's nothing but affirming. But let us skip down to the bottom because this is where these people like to kind of put their cards on the table. Let us read this. ACLU attorney Chase said in a statement that it is heartbreaking to see the attack on Miller and Yearwood for participating in activities with their peers. Quote, discriminating on the basis of sex extends to trans people, unquote, he said. Quote, girls who are transgender are girls. Attacking two black young women who are simply participating in a sport they love just because they are transgender is wrong. It is dangerous, and it distorts Title IX, which is a law that protects all students on the basis of sex. Efforts to undermine Title IX by claiming it doesn't apply to a subset of girls will ultimately hurt all students, unquote. So, you see that there. Now, I said, okay, this probably went on before this. Oh, it did. So let us click over to good old, this is CBS News Sacramento. This is back in, as you can see here, 2012. So we're just going to skip ahead to this. This man was 58 years old, 6'8", transgender player who was a junior at a college, at Santa Clara Mission College. Okay. Now, I find it kind of funny that they didn't see a picture. But if you read this article, which I did, so you don't have to, okay? Nothing but affirming in this also. Nothing but affirming. Okay? So let us see what this person looks like. Ooh, here we go. So I wonder why they wouldn't put the photo of that person in this article, but whatever. So let us go to what happened last week. Or better yet, skip that. We're actually going to show you what happened last year in 2023. A team in Vermont, a girls basketball team, said, nope, we will forfeit the game than to play against a team who has a transgender female on it. You know, and I appreciate the coach doing that. And I appreciate the young ladies, if they did it, for standing 10 toes down and saying, no, we are not going to do it. Okay. So let us skip to what happened last week. I have a real short clip. I'm going to throw that in right now. So as you can see there, the girl's on the ground, and there are other clips of the girl on the ground agonizing in pain, but those are on other folks' channels. Try to get y'all to be on my channel, okay? But anyway, as we can see here, I tried to find this stuff on normal mainstream media, internet. Good luck. So let us click here. I had to go to some news folks I've never even heard of. NTD, I don't know, but they have eyewitness testimony. They have some quotes here, which is good. So let us see. So you see the girls on the ground. You saw the girl on the ground. So here we go. This is what happened last week. After witnessing their teammates sustain injuries and rough plays by a towering, bearded transgender player from the other team, the Massachusetts girls high school basketball team chose to forfeit out of fear for their safety. The spokesman for the Collegiate Charter School of Lowell told the Epic Times that the girls decided to call it quits after two of their teammates, one of them 13 years old, were knocked out the game by a 17-year-old KIPP Academy Collegiate School of Lynn student who is a biological male, who claims to identify as a female. Here goes my normal notes. Here we go. So let us go back in time slightly here to the poster child of this. Good old Leah Thomas. So, this is an article from CNN. Transgender swimmer Leah Thomas begins legal case against swimming world governing body. Let us scroll down. Now, again, this is from CNN. Let me make sure I say this again. This is from CNN, who a lot of people tune in and listen to what they say on a day in, day out basis. If you read this article, it's nothing but affirming all the way down again. Again, these are the folks who are going to who help to kind of set the way people should think on these things. So this is nothing but affirming. It says in here once or twice that that CNN had reached out to the World Aquatics to get comment, but the only people who they really focused on the comments were from Leah Thomas and the person's lawyer. So here we go. Scroll all the way down. Again, I'm telling you, since I've been into this, it's amazing how you can cut through most articles, go down to the last two paragraphs, and you will see right where the ideological bias of the writer or writers lie. So here we go. Last two paragraphs. Advocates of banning transgender women from women's sports have argued transgender women have a physical advantage over cisgender women in sports. Again, this is a term that no one used until today. So let us go and read this last paragraph. But the mainstream science does not support that conclusion. A 2017 report in the Journal of Sports Medicine had reviewed the several related studies, found no direct or consistent research on trans people having it's funny that they said people, because they end up turning it from trans females to trans females and males. This isn't lying by omission. This is lying by obfuscation. So on trans people having an athletic advantage over their cisgender peers, and critics say that the ban adds to the discrimination trans people face. So I hate to curse, but me being the asshole that I am, she went to the study and looked.
Hey, this is editing Marcus here. Okay, I want to save myself and about you about 15 minutes of me blathering on here. So let us go right here on this study. So this thing that's nice about editing, you can cut out live Marcus and put in editing Marcus. So here we go right here. If you look here, this is the thing that's funny, when it came to transgender males, they compared them to cisgender males. Again, a term that no one used. The cisgender stuff we didn't use up until 2 seconds ago. But as you see here, they found 1 year after transgender male individuals had been administered cross-sex hormone treatment, testosterone levels significantly increased, and these levels were within cisgender male range. But if you look here, it's so funny. Again, this is kind of where you can tell where their ideological bias is. In relation to transgender female individuals, Gorin and Bunsick found testosterone levels had significantly reduced to castration levels after 1 year of cross-sex hormone treatment. Muscle mass had also reduced after 1 year of cross-sex hormones treatment. However, muscle mass remained significantly greater in transgender male individuals assigned female at birth who had not been prescribed cross-sex hormone treatment. Why would they only compare transgender females to transgender males instead of comparing transgender females to females, cisgender females as they want to call? So, and then most importantly, this study right here goes right here. Additionally, they did not explore the role of testosterone blockers and did not directly measure the effects of cross-sex hormones had on athletic performance. So how the hell do they say that this study says that there's no competitive advantage when they didn't even look at it? Okay? And if you even look on here, since they want to compare transgender males to transgender females who to the males who did not get cross-sex hormones, the transgender females still had higher muscle mass. So no. Okay. Now back to recording Marcus instead of adding Marcus. See y'all later. Bye.
The other reason why I get so annoyed with this is from people like good old Trevor Noah. Marcus, go on ahead and insert that clip of Trevor Noah up here, just and it sounds confusing. Again, this is a grown man who, in my opinion, knows better. You know better. I know better. And he just lets this person go completely unchallenged the entire time. So go ahead and put that clip in, sir, since I do all the work here.
One thing that confuses me personally is it seems like we have discussions about who should participate in which category and how. You know, on the face of it, it seems simple, as you say. You know, if somebody identifies as a woman, if they're transgender, they can compete against women who are born biologically, and then if not, then not. But then there are many who would argue, who are not transphobes. There are many who born biologically women who will say, but you have an unnatural advantage over me, and that makes the sport unfair. How do you respond to that?
Yeah, there's lots of ways you can respond to that. So the first is the very language of you were born and I'm not biological somehow. Like, I don't think I'm a cyborg. So like this idea that like, oh, you're not a biological woman. Well, I am a woman. That's a fact. I am female. So all my identity records, my racing license, my medical records all say female, right? And I'm pretty sure I made of biological stuff. So I'm a biological female as well.
Did he go against anything that person said? Nope. Not at all. And if you watch the full 13-minute interview, because I wouldn't want to get dinged for copyright, if you watch the full interview, it's not challenging at all. He just goes right on along with it. So I had wanted to put in the real experts on this. So Dark Horse, please don't copyright ding me. But these are two evolutionary biologists. So you won't be able to say, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. These are evolutionary biologists whose job it is to do this. So go on ahead and roll that beautiful beat footage.
In regard to transgender athletes, the press release continues, the council has agreed to exclude male-to-female transgender athletes who have been through male puberty from female world rankings competition from 31st of March 2023. Hallelujah. Yep. Okay, it's about time. In these circumstances, they continue, the council decided to prioritize fairness and the integrity of the female competition before inclusion, exactly as they should have. Finally, World Athletics President Sebastian Coe said, quote, decisions are always difficult when they involve conflicting needs and rights between different groups. But we continue to take the view that we must maintain fairness for female athletes above all other considerations. We will be guided in this by the science around physical performance and male advantage, which will inevitably develop over the coming years. As more evidence becomes available, we will review our position, but we believe the integrity of the female category in athletics is paramount.
Wow.
Amazing, right? So if I may have my screen back. Of course, outfits like Stonewall UK are decrying this as closing the door on trans women competing. Well, no, it doesn't. You can compete against members of your birth sex if you are a trans woman. What it does is it closes the door on trans women cheating, which is different. Right? We aren't supposed to, in sport, allow people to cheat, and that's what the rules are for. So this is finally an organization that has great reach at the international level saying, actually, you know what? We're not going to continue to allow cheating. Thank you very much. We've considered it, and inclusion is not our highest value. Fairness in sport is. So amazing. I really hope this stands and that we continue to see dominoes fall as a result of this.
If you don't get these people out of competition with women, this is what's going to happen. Boys versus men. Let us look. So these are high school boys versus the women's Olympian finalist from 8 years ago. Okay. See all the boys? The boys. These are high schoolers. Let me make sure this again. They haven't even grown into their man bodies yet. This is what will happen to them. Okay? You can go and throw 99% of those medals that women would win and throw them straight on into the trash. These are high school boys, by the way. See the medal count? See the medal count for women? And they only won 5 medals. Oh my God. 3 of them came in the 5,000 meters. 3 of them came in one event. Okay. The thing is that we know that this isn't right. You know it isn't right. But as I wrote in the thumbnail, why are you silent?
But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be?
Why? You have to actually speak up and say something about this, or women will simply be erased from the athletic playfield. Okay? So this person over at Duke went on ahead and looked at the 2017 winner. Okay? Her lifetime best in the 100 meters is 10.78. It's been beaten 15,000 times by men and boys. So let us just scroll down. These are the winners from the women's results, the best women's results. Beaten 124 times by men in the 100. 101 times in the 1500. 28 times in the high jump. 74 times in the long jump. And let's scroll all the way down to table 4, which is the one that really should stop. That should stop in your tracks if you, if that is, if you actually care. The 100 meters has been beaten 10,000 times by a man. The 800 meters, 12,000 instances of men beating that. 400 meters, almost 14,000 times. This was the winner. This was the best result from that year, from a woman. Okay? And in reference to strength, like weightlifting and everything like that. Now, I don't necessarily know about the validity of this, but to me, again, it makes sense because me as a normal everyday guy, I trained in the gym for maybe 4 months and was able to bench press like 315 pounds. Now, and I'm just a dude. This isn't something I work on every day. Okay. This would have been my bench press would have been the average powerlifting woman. And I'm just a dude. The reason why this matters. There is some 8-year-old little girl right now who is shooting on a basketball hoop in somewhere in Columbus, Ohio, who is going to get to college if this does not stop and is going to get her teeth knocked clean out of her mouth by a full-grown 19-year-old man who is probably 8 to 9 inches taller and probably carrying 70 more pounds of muscle. Okay. But let me make sure I throw this on the back end here. You vote for this, by the way. Okay. So just to end this up, I'm going to show you a clip of the person who we voted for being okay with this. So, hey, Marcus, go on ahead and add it.
The Biden administration is proposing adding protections for transgender athletes as part of Title IX.
The White House reiterating transgender kids have their support.
Natalie Baumke in Studio 32 now with more. Natalie.
Biden's proposal would extend Title IX rights to transgender athletes to compete in sports as the gender they identify with. But the policy must go through a lengthy approval process. If approved, colleges and universities that accept federal funds would have no other choice. Critics called Biden's proposal a slap in the face to female athletes who deserve equal opportunity to compete in their sports. It comes as a number of states have banned transgender athletes from female sports.
LGBTQI plus kids are resilient. They are fierce. They fight back. They're not going anywhere. And we have their back.
Bam. For all those folks who didn't like Orange Man bad, right? All those folks who showed up to vote for Joe Biden for the because they didn't like Trump, take this too, put this in your pipe and smoke it. All right. I'll see y'all in a week. Bye. Come back, please. Come back. Okay. I'll see you in a week. Bye.